Thank you for joining our Safer Communities Roundtable Workshops. My name is Patricia. Derek is my co-facilitator, and we have our co-hosts Julian and Neela, and our volunteer co-hosts Jaden, Tejan, and Sierra. So thank you everybody for coming out, and we're excited to talk with you guys today and get your ideas and get your opinions. So today we're going to be talking about, we're at the letter H in our series, and H is all about hitting hurts. Yeah. Okay. Do we know, and it's kind of an obvious question, but what do you think of when you think of hitting, Neela?
No, I think of hitting cruel.
Okay, cruel. What about you? What about you, Jaden? Bad? Okay, perfect. Julian, what about you?
I think it looks like we're fighting if I see that.
Okay, fight. Sierra?
Hit me to me.
Yeah, what is the word hitting? When you think of hitting, what does that mean?
You hit somebody and you mean it's accident or not accident.
Okay, it can be an accident or not. Okay, but usually when we think about hitting, we think about somebody that's purposely hitting somebody else. And does it feel really good?
No.
No? Have you ever tried to hit the back of your hand? I do that when I'm working with my students, and I ask them, like, just try to hit the back of your hand. Does that feel very good? No, it kind of stings, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, and that's what it's about. Hitting does hurt, but sometimes people feel that that's their only way that they can handle situations. Okay, Tejan, why do you think people hit?
That's a great question. You can make many different answers like what these guys said, but what I think of hitting, I think of, putting someone down without the worst, like someone who's going through stuff like depression, anxiety, insecurities, low self-esteem, and, just picking on someone, making fun of their flaws without actually, giving them advice. Basically being a bully, pretty much.
Low esteem. I like some of the things that you said before. They may have anxiety, maybe experiencing anxiety or depression.
Yeah.
I have another one.
Yes, Neela?
Trauma.
Trauma, okay.
Some type of trauma from the past.
Okay, past trauma. Can you explain that a little bit for people who may not be watching our video? What is trauma, or what's an example of trauma?
It's like when something happens that you can't get rid of out of your head.
Okay.
That makes you act different, makes you scared.
Okay. So you can't get rid of it. Cannot get rid of it in your head. I love that, actually. That's such a great definition of trauma. Okay. Stevie, what about you? Why do you think people hit?
Because they can't control themselves, they can't keep their hands to themselves.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. So lack of self-control.
Relate with all these things, especially trauma and lack of self-control on a daily basis. So.
You know what? It's really so beautiful and wonderful. And I'm sure, Derek, do you feel the same way? Like listening to the reasons behind what our co-hosts are saying, why people hit, because it's so much more involved than just the hit itself.
More mental, yeah, it's not just physical.
Yeah.
A lot of it's brain, for me personally.
Yeah, I agree, Tejan. Yeah, in response to your question, Patricia, it's recognizing your feelings, acknowledging them, because it's very confusing, especially as young adults that we have here at Life Lessons, in that they go through many changes in that. So I'm kind of going to lead into that.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, so there is a better way. There's a better way to help ourselves develop skills to control ourselves or to get out of situations when we feel like we're losing that self-control. Okay, and I'm sure that Derek is going to be chatting a little bit about that when he does his part of our workshop. Okay, but I was thinking about it, and I remember having this conversation with my own children about hitting versus self-defense. Okay, because sometimes it can be confusing for a person to think about, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to hit somebody, or that's wrong. Okay, but what is self-defense, Sierra?
Tell the person don't hit you.
Okay,
I have a story about that too.
sure.
Oh,
Do you want to share it? Do you mind
Sure.
sharing it?
No, I don't mind. I was in high school, and then one person, I think he has a bad day or something, and then he hit me like right here, and then he didn't mean to because he was having a bad day. So I had to defend myself and tell the teacher what happened.
No,
So
absolutely. Okay, and that's what self-defense is. Self-defense is when somebody tries to hurt you, whether physically or makes you really scared. It's okay for you to push back and find a safe space or a safe person to talk to. Okay?
Yeah.
That's not hitting. Hitting is when you're going up and you're purposely trying to be really mean and you're upset and you're letting your feelings and your thoughts get, and you're trying to be mean. You're trying to hurt somebody else for no reason at all. Self-defense, on the other hand, is when somebody is trying to approach you and they're trying to be mean and they're a bit out of control and you're afraid for your own personal safety, and it's your number one priority is to yourself, to your head, to your face, to your body, to get into a safe space. Okay, so in those cases, absolutely you can push back and go to a safe place or go to a safe person.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it was really important. I remember when my kids were growing up to really make that distinction with them, because sometimes they thought when you keep hearing no hitting, they thought don't hit anybody, which is true. But sometimes you come across people that are being particularly, aggressive and mean to you. And in that case, when you feel that little feeling inside your tummy or inside your head, I feel a little like fluttery feeling inside me when I can sense kind of danger. Then I know if I can't leave safely, if I need to push my way out a little bit, that's okay. Okay.
Those kind of people tend to be very controversial. I mean, not controversial, I mean, confrontational. I mean, confrontational.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you try a peaceful method for sure, but if you need to leave, you need to leave, right? Look after your body first. Okay, so I'm going to move it on to Derek because there is a better way. Okay, there's a better way to manage your feelings, manage other people when you're in this situation where there's a lot of confrontation and where there's possible physical aggression, like hitting.
Right. Yeah, there is. And so if you feel like hitting, right, there's ways that
Hitting who?
well, if you feel so there's different emotions. So what we're going to do, life lesson people, is we are going to play a feelings scenario game, right? So I'm going to share my screen here and I will give you a brief scenario. Does anyone know what a scenario is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna mention this earlier about scenarios to give an example about trauma, but a scenario pretty much means like an example for like a situation you've been in.
Perfect.
Like based
right?
on the topic, like yeah.
Yes, right. And Patricia was talking about hitting, right? So you could look at it both ways, right? You say to yourself, I have this impulse, like I really want to hit. I know I'm going to get in trouble. Or on the opposite way, I don't want to be hit. And if I'm going to be hit, as Patricia said, then what is, self-defense in that, right? Now, as Tejan had said, it's a situation, okay? So listen very carefully. I need some advice on this. Okay, it is Carla's birthday. She is having a party today. All her friends are coming. Carla feels. How do you think Carla feels? It's her birthday and she's going to have a party and her friends are coming. How is she feeling?
Excited.
Excited, right? And there are different feelings, right? So Stevie says happy. And who said excited? Is that you, Neela? Right. And Tejan says happy. Okay,
Yeah.
our next scenario. Tom has lost his favorite teddy bear, right? He's a younger guy.
Hmm.
Tom feels. How does Tom feel?
I think he's sad at that.
Yeah, so he's sad, right? Any other feelings that Tom would feel losing his favorite teddy bear?
Frustrated. He lost their
Frustrated.
teddy bear, so I mean, yeah.
Jaden, what do you think? Sorry? Mad. Yeah, he's lost his favorite teddy bear. Okay, we're going to move on to 3. Sam and Max have been playing football all day long. How do they feel? All day long, Sam and Max have been playing football.
Proud? No. Sorry. No.
No, well, if they're playing really well, they may be proud of themselves, Julian. So you're not wrong.
Proud they won a medal or a trophy?
I'm sorry?
Yes, proud they won a trophy or a medal.
Yes, right? Yeah. So they're proud of how they're playing. Sierra, how do you think Sam and Max are feeling? They've played football all day long.
They might feel tired after.
Tired, right? Drained. They're tired. Okay, number 4. Ali gave his new toy car to his friend, Jim, to play with. Jim gave it to another boy who broke it. How does Ali feel?
Agree.
Neela, how do you think Ali feels?
Bad.
Bad, right. Yeah, Jim gave the toy to another boy and a boy broke it. A boy named Jim. Yeah, and if the boy broke it on purpose, he would be even more upset. What do you think, Neela? Even more upset.
Yeah, that's how I would react if anyone broke something. If anyone broke something with me,
Right.
I would be kind of a little upset and betrayed.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Okay.
that. That's how I would feel. I'm just voicing how I would feel.
It's all
I don't
personal.
apologize. We all feel the same. I should feel the same way.
And and other stuff.
Right. It's
But I
all
don't want to say it because it's not appropriate.
okay. Good enough. Next one. Tara loves to swim. Any swimmers here?
I can't swim. I'll be honest, I can't. I
No
don't
worries.
swim.
Tara loves to swim. One day when Tara's picked up from school, her mom tells her they are going to the swimming pool. How do you think Tara feels?
I think very excited about it.
Yeah, she's probably playing her favorite or engaging and doing her favorite sport, right? All right, there's a boy named Connor, and Connor's on holidays with his family. They are doing lots of fun things together. How does Connor feel? Jaden, how do you think Connor feels?
Happy.
Happy. Any other emotions? Sierra, how do you think Connor feels?
He's excited to go on vacation.
Excited, happy, right. Susan's mom is never late to collect her. I'll give this one to Stevie. One day, she gets stuck in traffic and is running a little late. How do you think Susan feels? They are stuck in traffic.
A little bit sad.
Sad? Stevie says sad. How else might Susan feel? She's stuck in traffic.
Upset.
Confused.
Or confused.
Upset. Good one, Jade. Neela. Sorry?
Rest.
Stressed, right? Yeah, we haven't heard that emotion. Okay, the last one. There's a big storm. Ying can hear the wind blowing outside. Yin
Scared.
has not heard it before. Yin feels what? How does he feel there, Mr. Jaden?
Scared.
Scared, right? How do you think he feels, Stevie?
Scared, just like why you missed the storm that day.
Yeah, a storm is coming. I've heard you feel scared, right?
When?
Well, when there's a storm in that, right?
Was he worried?
He's worried. Very good, Julian. Excellent, excellent. So this connects directly to hitting in that, right? Is knowing your feelings and then how to deal with them, right?
Hitting who?
Anyone, right? You don't want to get yourself in trouble and you don't want to get hurt or you don't want to get someone else hurt, right,
Yeah,
Stevie?
Yes.
Right.
Maybe even you hitting yourself. It happens. Yeah.
Exactly. Self-harm, right? So what do you think, Patricia, of those scenarios? They were pretty good, Hank.
I shouldn't grab it.
Mhm. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. There's so many different emotions that happen when we experience things for the first time or something unexpected happens. And I know for myself that when something unexpected happens and I feel anxious, then I immediately go into like flight or fight kind of mode, I think it is, and I have to remind myself to try and like center myself a little bit so I can think through instead of like just acting quickly.
Well, and I do want to say I'm keeping my library, and I'll be very quick with this. There is Theo's mood, and Theo, his parents have a baby, so he has a new sister, and he's going through all of these emotions in that, and it's his family members that give him scenarios or stories, and they help validate, which means make Theo feel that it's okay to be proud or afraid, mad, happy, jealous, and sad with the arrival of his new baby sister. So please check out Theo's mood.
When we're upset, we shouldn't hit people.
No,
Exactly.
violence is not the answer. I mean, defend yourself if you need to. Self-defense is important, but if you're just doing it to be mean, then yeah, don't do it. Violence is never the answer.
I know some of the strategies that we've tried or that I've tried to over in the past is if I can't leave the situation or if I can't, find my own space to cool down, I find just taking my hands and putting them in my pockets right away is a really good way to remind myself to keep my hands to myself. Okay, it's like a quick, simple little action that you could do, or you can put your hands like this, cross them. You can put them together like this. Okay, those are kind of like immediate little strategies that sometimes help me have a few extra seconds to pull myself together when I feel like I'm going to, and not in control as much. Okay.
They're good strategies. Actions do speak louder than words. So those are pretty good strategies, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a few little things in your bag, to be able to do. Derek?
Yeah, and I remember I had a student, really nice boy, but he was like Lester, right? There goes Lester. Watch him fester. So I gave him one of those squeezy balls, right? And he would squeeze on it, and no one would see him doing it, and then that would help him calm down in class, right? So that was really cool.
I came to your school, Silverthorne.
You did, and I had a great time.
Okay, so that ends up our workshop on hitting hurts. Okay, and I'd like to leave off with the fact that, there is a better way. Okay, there's a better way to handle feelings of aggression from either building up inside you or when somebody else is trying to direct them to you. All right, so please stay safe, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and let's wave ourselves out. Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. See you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.